Coming up in today's bulletin, RSIPF received 2 formal reports of attempted incidents of alleged abduction in Honiara and no confirmed incidents of abduction or kidnapping reports. Prime Minister Honorable Jeremiah Manile defends his recent international tour to Saudi Arabia and United Arab Emirates. The Solomon Islands National Provident Fund is planning to build the country's first ever 5-star hotel at the SMI grounds in Honiara. Hello, you're watching SIBC's TV News Bulletin. I'm Andrea Maahanwa. The Royal Solomon Islands Police Force, RSIPF, has so far received 2 formal reports of attempted incidents of alleged abduction in Honiara. The 2 incidents occurred at the Betikama School and Kukum SDA School a few days ago. Police Commissioner Mostin Mangao told local media there are no confirmed incidents of abduction or kidnappings to date.
So what we do is we're reinforcing our frontline officers from traffic and also Central Police Station and GP as well too, headers of police, by reinforcing these people with our tactical teams and also our investigation team from headquarters to support Honiara investigations and also NA investigation including GP if there are true reports of kidnapping and abduction. So when the response plan was put together on Friday and we support our frontline officers, until now only 2 reports have received for attempt, but there is no reports of kidnapping. And there is no any report of any missing child or person and any report of abduction have received by police. So these 2 reports me mentioned here, as we all aware, one report Hemlo Betikama School and the other report Hemlo Kukum SDA School. So these are the 2 reports that were received by police and we will investigate these 2 reports.
The police commissioner said rumors circulating on social media platforms about abduction and kidnapping incidents have caused panic among the public. He warned that police will charge those found to be spreading false information.
I understand that there are other misinformations that come up on social media and we are investigating those informations, where people come up and say, oh, people have been attacked by people armed with them, who more any kind. We are investigating those informations. And even false, by people are charging person for providing false information. And we have to remind everyone that if any false information you try for putting out media or public, it's an offense under the law. Have no meaning that we will investigate people committing offense, but if you try for make him up story blue and put him out on social media, we will investigate him and find him out who owner bro that for a page, we will charging you for providing false information. So we are working together with City Council for addressing this issue of and vehicle were used where to say no guardian registration numbers, and also we are working closely with our communication companies for country who identify who now or the man or on a more social media page. We may identify more to make a deal with them water. And also me agent to public. Such report of some media, it's not a right place for you to put more complaint or some. If you know that it's a threat, one offense under our laws, you come to police station. So we got him Naha, we got him Henderson, we got him Kukum, we got him Central Police Station, and even White River. And even we got him the toll-free number 999 and free. You call him number without any top-up no or any credit. Going out to social media, it's not the right place. A place where you might dump many kind of information, whether reliable information or false information. The right place for him reporting any offense committed now at the police stations, believe me. And we will encourage him that the toll-free number, believe me, him not 999, and police operation center, believe me, him not 23366. So you shall call him what a number for reporting any reports. As me earlier mentioned him that only 2 reports we are investigating for this attempt at kidnapping, but there's no kidnap reports when we will receive so far, or even any missing person in country. And because of the rumors and a lot of information have been misleading people blaming the social media and creating anxiety in the community blaming.
Meanwhile, the Immigration Office says they have not encountered any human trafficking cases, as implied by the public's social media posts last week.
You may been here some years ago, little bit of organ removal, but I understand that police have been work lohem and look him no anything lohem, and now he may get him back reports lohem na this time. Yeah? That is for organ removal. Mi fala tu but garam committee when mi fala cross cutting little bit human trafficking, yeah? Because we need him police, we need him other agencies too. So him now why by me say example of organ trafficking, organ removal, mi fala mi sabe lo committee lo mi fala no anything mi fala really share it lo between mi fala because by him needing police lo there because issues will have me lead up to harvesting of those organs. Yeah, police have part lo have me exporting or you give them out, you send them out okataya and money because me will garam too okatalo what deal lo selling lo hem too, yeah, because ban you need for trace him send him go in and out lo country for that one you may prove him that him happen, yeah, o kata people sending go slen lo man where bahem benefit lo kata organnya o sending kam slen for payment man lo o harvest him organ block kata and awesome. So like right now, yeah, me awesome one fellow were responsible lo trafficking and me look after them to committee where me will deal with them. Mostly those issues and me anointing as yet that serious that me will deal with them.
Prime Minister Honorable Jeremiah Manile defends his recent international tour to Saudi Arabia and United Arab Emirates. Sharon Anau reports.
Prime Minister Honorable Jeremiah Manile defends his recent international tour to Saudi Arabia and United Arab Emirates. Prime Minister Manile told local media the benefits Solomon Islands has received and set to receive from the tour outweighs the cost of the tour.
In terms of the benefits of the recent trip to the United Arab Emirates and Saudi Arabia, ladies and gentlemen, recent media reports have alluded that it is not clear. It is not clear as to what are or the benefits of my recent trips to those two countries against the cost to taxpayers of such trips. Before going into the subject, let me first make one point very clear. The key to unlocking benefits in whatever form is the establishment of trust and genuine and durable relationships with our partners. That's important. Let me now turn to the benefits of my recent trip to the United Arab Emirates and Saudi Arabia. Ladies and gentlemen, the benefits of the trips to these two countries can be looked at or fall under several categories as follows. Number one, we can look at the immediate and short-term benefits, or the tangible and direct benefits. And with regards to that, Saudi Arabia provided an immediate budget support of USD 1 million. That is about SBD 8.3 million. This money will be deposited into our central bank account as soon as we provide the account for the funds to be remitted to. You could say that this is very small or this is very little, but it's something. It's something, especially given the tight budgetary constraints and the financial situation that we are facing. So from this perspective alone, the grant funding of 8.3 million Solomon dollars achieved during my visit already surpass the cost of my delegation's trip of about 2.1 million Solomon dollars that the media was complaining about by more than SPD $6 million or 300%.
Honorable Manele explains being a small island country, Solomon Islands need to work with all its diplomatic partners to develop the country.
When we analyze the value and outcomes and benefits of our overseas trips, we must analyze them not only in immediate monetary terms. We must assess them through the scope and depth of partnerships that are developed, and watch how these partnerships develop and provide benefits to our country over the medium to the long term. Many times, it is not immediately possible to quantify the value and benefits of overseas travel and engagements. However, these are extremely important because they provide the basis for enhanced practical cooperation and collaboration that lead to resources flowing into our country in the future. Put simply, Solomon Islands will not be where we are today without the support of our development partners, both bilateral and multilateral. Hence the importance of remaining engaged, maintaining and expanding the scope of our cooperation with our partners. We must be strategic in our engagements with our partners because our development priorities and interests are broader and deeper than in most other small island Pacific island countries. So we must continue to articulate our priorities and needs as a small island developing state as well as a least developed country. We cannot just sit in our country and hope that development partner support will just fall on our laps. We must invest time and effort in establishing and nurturing our partnerships. We need to spend money to generate money.
SIBC News understands Prime Minister Manele undertook 4 international tours this year. Sharon Nanau, SIBC TV.
The Solomon Islands National Provident Fund is planning to build the country's first ever 5-star hotel at the SMI grounds in Honiara. Sharon Nanau with the details.
The Solomon Islands National Provident Fund, SINPF, is planning to build the country's first ever 5-star hotel at the SMI grounds in Honiara. Prime Minister Honorable Jeremiah Manele told local media that they met with investors that are willing to partner with SINPF during their recent visit to the United Arab Emirates. He says the investors have been invited to a consultation meeting for further discussions on the matter. He adds the hotel facility will also include an international standard convention center.
We met with investors that are willing to partner with the Solomon Islands National Provident Fund to build the first 5-star hotel in Honiara. The Solomon Islands National Provident Fund chair has invited the investors to a consultation meeting in Honiara at the end of this month to further discuss the concept with important stakeholders, including the National Provident Fund board. The hotel facility, which the Solomon Islands National Provident Fund has earmarked for its SMI site, will also include an international standard convention center. This development will help attract net worth visitors and will also drive tourism, apart from putting Solomon Islands as a conferencing and meeting destination.
Sharon Nanau, SIBC TV.
No health workers were involved in the human organ harvesting, as reported on social media over the past days. Sharon Nanau with more.
No health worker is involved in the human organ harvesting, as reported on social media over the past days. Ministry of Health and Medical Services National Referral Hospital Superintendent Dr. Jelini Solomon told local media. She said the country's medical workers are not qualified to conduct organ transplant.
We have a regulatory body where if any doctor or any nurse, they are guided by this bodies where if what practice beyond their capacity, they will be disciplined for it. Yeah, so we have the Nursing Council and the Solomon Island Medical Dental Board, where guide him not practice plumifala within the country. To do with research, anything to do with research, it has to go through immigrations and other points of contact, checkpoints, for go out of the country. And I would like to reassure you all that no good you think say any nurse or any doctor him involved na lo this fala removal of the organ with the instruments. These instruments has to be, it's a subspecialist area, where Los Solomon Islands iminogarem any subspecialist doctor yet, imigarem noma specialist.
Dr. Solomon adds current health facilities in the country do not meet the requirements to conduct organ transplant or operations.
Organ harvesting can be for, number one, organ transplant, or it can be used for research. Okay, so for organ transplant, you out him organ from one person, then you put him go another person. So there has to be a donor and there has to be a recipient. For organ transplant, it has to happen in a hospital. That person must die in a hospital inside the facility where he got an intensive care unit, and he must also he must be on a ventilator. Now that is the official organ transplantation himself happen. Now, before the organ transplant, there has to be some information, some consent given for organ him have to be transplanted or donated to someone during the transplant and after the transplant, because there has to be a process where you match him donor with him recipient, so that after the transplant, but he must not get him any reaction. Now for a transplant, it's very expensive, it can be cheaper in some places like India, but it ranges around 250,000 to 400,000 USD for transplant to happen. For level Blue Los Solomon Islands, the Ministry of Health and Medical Services, we don't have an intensive care unit. We only have a high dependency unit where mifalas are keeping very sick ones, but you may not get capacity for maintaining people on ventilator. We don't have the professionals for doing pre-information, during and post. So low level Blimi Los Solomon Islands National Referral Hospital have no current capacity for doing organ transplant.
Sharon Nanau, SIBC TV.
Government's 100 Days Policy Report will show if they have fully implemented their 100 Days Policy objectives. Prime Minister Jeremiah Manele told local media recently that they are currently compiling the report. The 100 Days program covers key areas that GNUT prioritizes and seeks to address within its initial period in office. Economic recovery is the strategic focus of GNUT, with plans to create jobs, attract investment, and stimulate growth in key sectors. The 100 Days policy lapsed on the 17th of September. The Royal Solomon Islands Police Force and Honiara City Council yesterday started removing all tinted public transport vehicles from the road. Yan Kaukui reports.
The Royal Solomon Islands Police Force, RSIPF, and Honiara City Council, HCC, yesterday started removing all tinted public transport vehicles from the road. RSIPF Commissioner Mostin Mangau told local media on Monday under the City Council ordinance they will impose fines on public transport vehicles with tinted glasses. The move to remove tinted transport from the road came following unconfirmed reports that a dark tinted vehicle was allegedly used to abduct children.
Private public transports under the City Council ordinance, as of tomorrow, police by him and reinforcing city enforcement officers by him start to remove every public transport tinted glasses. And if anyone we continue for run with them tinted glasses tomorrow, lot of private transport or the public transport by fine him imposed as of tomorrow. And this is to clear some of our concern as well too, and doubts and suspicion where him build lot of current situation in facing. Those are public transport. There are ordinance under the city council where we to require enforcement agency for enforcing. So by me will support him city council tomorrow for enforcing that ordinance law council for remove not tinted vehicles, especially on public transport. With him, the operation block police law, this one, as of tomorrow, the major operation block police by him commence. The current operation we will run him for quickly respond to the emerging issue or deal with him that issue. But the main operation order by him activated as of tomorrow, and that number will be a huge number, including headquarters as well too, by him come as well too, for reinforcing this current operation him run. And that operation by him run throughout this month, even throughout November until December.
Mayor Eddie Siapu said the decision to remove dark-tinted vehicles from the roads was agreed during an executive meeting on Friday, the 18th of October.
On Friday, my executive meet and pass him that public transport by remove things from. So that one, pass him anonymously that full executive below me support him that whole thing and we have just wait no more for doing go through with them ordinance with them AG chambers, and this morning we happy that me face to face discuss with them AG and AG by take him that one or him take him seriously lo him and by me to work lo him. Commissioner him in him na City Council Police, Law Enforcement Law Police by him jointly work out together with them National Police below me for looking safety below me Honiara City. So I can assure the good people below me Honiara City Council that safety below you fella and concern below me under the leadership below me him concern below me.
RSIPF calls on Honiara residents to continue with their normal businesses as they are now investigating the case. Jan Kaukwi, SIBC TV.
The Saudi Fund for Development has positively responded to fund the Solomon Islands Broadcasting Corporation SIBC solar farm. Prime Minister Honorable Jeremiah Manele announced this to local media last week. The project stands to cost around $8.5 million.
Also, in terms of the SIBC solar farm, the Saudi Fund for Development has conveyed their strong interest to provide concessional funding for the SIBC 6.5 megawatts, and this is about US $8.5 million solar farm. The Saudi Fund for Development is ready to commence dialogue and negotiation with SIBC and SIG to progress this project. If SIBC wishes to take up this financing opportunity, which is a soft loan, this project could be fully financed and be up and running within the next 12 months, adding 6.5 megawatts of power to Solomon Power and generating revenue for SIBC within a short time frame.
And now the latest in sports with Crofton Otukana.
The OFC Beach Soccer Men's Nations Cup kicked off yesterday at the Solomon Islands Football Federation Academy with two exciting matches. Papua New Guinea, making their debut in the tournament, surprised many by defeating Fiji 8-6. Papua New Guinea head coach Babo Blabong expressed his excitement over his historic win in their first match.
Hard to believe in this club because so me play underdogs na kind of same Fiji, me play small, me play small got experience, but los scoring la goal me na to la come up.
Now next match we play against them Solomon Islands. How now after this first match? What other areas are you looking to improve on them?
Mainly I think on defensive up me play tasol within second quarter, third quarter, me play no pick up too much, but me play by stretch more inside of this play. Otherwise, our attackings, I'm all good as well.
Raymond Alifungui, captain of the defending champions Tahiti, said with SIBC Sports that their opening match against Solomon Islands was tough. He also acknowledged his team's mental fitness for securing their victory.
Solomon Islands playing very well. They press every time us, so it was hard for us to play our game, but we score at a good time. When Solomon have 2 goals more, we try our best to equalize, and I think this is the power of our mentality who give us the power to win this game. But as I say, it was a strong game, and it's just the first match, so we will see tomorrow the next game.
Do you, given your experience, do you feel pressure in this match?
Yeah, it was at the beginning was hard because Solomon fans always cry, okay, go Solomon, go Solomon. So it was very hard for us, but we play our game, and I think it's the key of this match. But I hope for the next game we will play more than today.
But despite the narrow 10-9 loss to Tahiti, the Solomon Islands head coach James Naka praised his players, noting that the single goal margin was an improvement compared to the previous encounters when Tahiti often won by larger margins.
I think we really thank you boys for the performance today. What me for planning and training me mocha, like scoreline, not like before. I'm just one difference no more. So which is a good sign for team.
On day 2 of the competition, Tahiti beat Fiji by 10-1, and Solomon Islands got their first win by defeating Papua New Guinea 17-4. Meanwhile, the round-robin matches will conclude tomorrow, leading into the finals on Saturday. Winner of the competition will represent OFC in 2025 FIFA Beach Soccer World Cup. Crofton Utukana, SIBC TV.
And that's news. Follow us on sibconline.com.sb and our SIBC News Facebook page for more of our latest stories. Thanks for watching.